I just got my hair cut at a barber shop here called Faded Black. Now, some might say that's a really brave thing to do. Go to another country and just sit in a chair and have somebody cut your hair with little no instructions. But I think they did a pretty good job on this part right here. I need like something for that, but that's whatever. But I don't think they did a bad job. This is completely useless if the quality of this stream is YouTube 240p because I'm using pocket Wi-Fi and I don't know how good it is. So I guess we're gonna have to figure that part out. I don't even know if anyone's gonna even find the stream or join the stream. I'm gonna be talking to myself for the duration of the time that I'm here, but I got dropped in an area that I'm not too familiar with, and I guess I might as well just explore. You know, might as well walk around. So you can walk with me and see what I see. So I was hanging around this little area here. You can just sit and chill. It's like a nice little, I don't know, what do you call these things? What do you call this? Just a walk? Just a walk. Like a nice little garden walk. That's what it is. I gotta get back used to streaming in any public fashion. It's been a minute. It's been a little bit of a minute. So I gotta shake off that awkward feeling. Park. No, it can't be that. That's not right. Janko, I am so excited about Freedom Wars. Like, you have no idea. I literally don't want to spend any money now. I just want to go back home. I want the time to jump to when it drops. Because of all the people, right, you know how many times I've been talking about that game and how it needs to be released from the cold clutches of Sony because it was put on the Vita to die. Yeah, you know. I literally bought 2 PS Vitas just so that I could make people play that game with me. That's how much I like Freedom Wars. I feel weird live streaming here when everyone's being so quiet. Alright, so Janko, how is the quality? Am I 240? Am I YouTube 240, man? Oh, look at this. There's like a little heart right there. It won't focus on it now. It's like a little mirror. It's not YouTube 240p. Hey, look, it's me. Yo, sitting at that barber shop was a fun experience. Because I know that my hair does not grow like it used to, and I think he realized that as he was cutting my hair, and he tried his damnedest to keep as much of it there as possible while making it look cool. So I respect that. All right, let's just continue down this path then. If it looks all right, then we're good. Well, you can take a look at more of the park there. It's like there's apartments up there. I have found some very, very bizarrely named businesses while out here. And I'm telling you, I'm just gonna like rapid fire make a montage when I edit the video. My forehead bigger than last year's. Listen, bud. Listen. I'm gonna need a mod to come into this stream and go ahead and give you the boot for saying that. That was uncalled for. That wasn't nice or kind to say. Listen, I know I have a big forehead, okay? In fact, I'm pretty sure he made it appear even bigger because he pushed my hairline back a little bit, but it is what it is. It is what it is. I guess we just continue down this path. Oh, there's like a more foresty one this way, look. Look, we can go this way instead. I don't know what that says. Yeah, look at this. This is nice. I asked for an opinion and you gave it. You're right. As I burn through this data, I'll get more lost. So I gotta tell a story while we're walking. A little bit of some story time with Mobby Nerd for the 3 whole people who found this live stream. So, while trying to find the barbershop, the address doesn't actually lead to it. Now I know using Google Maps is hard mode here, and you shouldn't use it. You should use Naver Maps or Kakao Maps. I tried it on all 3, and it just leads to a random pet shop. That's not a barber shop. Well, they do cut hair for animals too, but not a person's shop. Yo, time. All three of us. Hell yeah, we have a little story time here. So I get dropped off, and the taxi driver just gotta tell me it's right there. And I look at the building and I see these dogs, and I'm like, this is not, this is not the spot. So he looks back at me. He's like, I don't know. Like, I show him the address. He's like, no, it's right. It's literally right there. Like, so I ended up going ahead and walking around that area. And then I found it. It's like behind that building. So sometimes the address doesn't actually lead to where you're supposed to go, but sometimes there's buildings on top of each other and they're like some weird combined shared address. I don't know. It's very funny. Pet groomers. Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for, is pet groomers. Thank you for the 1 like on the stream, by the way. Oh, this is very peaceful. But frankly, I still don't know where I am, which makes it even funnier. Because I realized something. I realized something really funny when I put in the address to go to this place. You see, I wasn't in charge of booking my accommodation here. And so, I don't have the return address. So I'm waiting to send a message asking for it to be messaged to me. And the person that's supposed to respond to me is probably currently dead to the world sleep. He is definitely asleep. I'm gonna cross and try not to get run the hell over. Yeah, exactly, E-Red. I'm But you know what? It's cool. It's cool. I can just make some friends and they can help me. But I just gotta wait. Truth be told, I literally just have to wait, and then I should be able to put in the address and get back. Wish me luck. Slim. I'm sus, bro. What's sus? Did y'all hear the news? Freedom Wars is getting remastered and being released on a bunch of other consoles. Listen, I can talk to y'all for hours about Freedom Wars and why that is a game that needed to come back out and why Sony is stupid for not doing it sooner. You see, Freedom Wars was an amazing game that was released on a shitty console. Not shitty, I like the PS Vita, but the PS Vita wasn't really very well supported, so the game faded into obscurity. But it was, I think if more people played it, they'd realize it is an amazing game. I never got it in any old messages, that's the worst part. I ain't been in charge of nothing. Look at this. It's like a train track. See? Because I have backup. I got myself a little bit of I got a battery bank that will literally last forever. Don't worry, I thought this through. I'm not being irresponsible. I'm lost, but I'm not lost. I just gotta wait. That's all. When I see that message pop up on the screen there, I know I'm good. And it's not, honestly though, in worst case scenario, it's not too far. It would just be like, I know the general direction, like I know landmarks, so if I started walking back that way, I think I'd get there. Because it's not like, I wasn't in the cab for a very long time, so I realized that it wasn't that far. I think I spent the equivalent of like $5 to get here, so it's not that far. I got that juice. So listen, I gotta tell some other funny stories here, okay? I was walking around, I forgot what the place is called. I forgot the name of the place, but it's like this big street where there's a lot of busing and stuff going on. And there was this hip-hop themed store. And if y'all know me, I have a bad habit of just dancing for no reason. Like if I hear music, I'm just vibing to it. So I started like dancing in front of the store, and a bunch of people started running. I was like, hey! They started doing that too. So they get down here in Korea, man. They get down here. People aren't as shy as I thought. I'm across this bridge. It's very quiet over here. The mysterious pooper story, I'm not telling that story. That story is forbidden, okay? We're not talking about that story. There's public Wi-Fi here? You kidding me? I feel like I'm going up the down staircase if I go that way because most people are walking towards me. Well, they are both directions, so I guess it doesn't matter. Should I continue? I don't even know why you brought up the pooper story, man. That's cursed. That's cursed knowledge. I mean, just see you guys are laughing down there because you already know. I think half people in this chat know that story. And the half that don't, well, not telling it. Not today. That's a story for another day. What's up, Falani? Alright, look at this. Tell me this isn't a nice scenic walk down a beautiful park. And hopefully not really crappy YouTube quality. It's great. Now what I should do while I'm here is just see how messed up I can get off of soju. I kind of want to know where this ends. But then that would be a really messed up stream. That would be very irresponsible of me. And if you guys know me, you know that I think I'm a real lightweight when it comes to any alcoholic beverage. I feel like I get one drink and all of a sudden I'm just like already not tipsy, but I feel it. What was a pizza place over there? Might give me a slice of pizza. Well, you can't see it now because it's covered by the trees, but there's a pizza place nestled in between the trees over there. There's a pizza place in Japan that I really like, that I wish more people would go to, called Rocco's Pizza. I like it because they have a unique take on pizza. So they will make really weird combinations that you probably wouldn't want to eat on pizza, but I would say just order a random pizza and just try it anyways, because if you're not picky, if you're like me and you're not picky and you'll eat almost anything on a pizza, then you'll love Rocco's Pizza. This has no swimming. It is very humid right now, by the way. There's a whale, a dolphin, and somebody touching the whale, like what is that famous art called with the person who's using the finger to touch the other person? That's what's going on there. That is what that is. Rocco's Modern Pizza. I feel like I made that joke and he didn't get it. Rocco's Modern Life. Speaking of old cartoons, I'm just so shocked at the amount of old cartoons that are just showing up everywhere but back in America. Like, I've seen Froghorn Leghorn on some advertisements, and like, what is he doing there? I'm pretty sure Froghorn got banned. Like, there's a list of Looney Tunes that I think are all banned for various reasons, and I'm pretty damn sure Froghorn Leghorn's at the top of that list because bro is racist. Like, could you imagine a tier list of Looney Tunes who are most likely to say the N-word? I think Froghorn Leghorn would be at the top of that list, or pretty darn close to it. You'll have to tell me. But I guess he got canceled in the U.S. and decided to leave because I see him everywhere else. Adam and he's reaching for God. Yeah, that's what that must be. That's got to be it. All right, we're gonna cross over here, and I'll continue a little further down this path, and if depending on where I end up, I might end the stream and catch a cab. We'll check my messages and catch a cab because you guys didn't respond yet. Well, what's that tunnel right here? Let's go this way instead. Mostly because I like tunnels. I will not get lost. When have I ever gotten lost? Look, I'm an expert at knowing where I'm going at all times, okay? Unless this kills the signal going into the tunnel. Look, dude, that's me not being lost. I'm sweating though, very sweaty. I hear a lot of traffic up here though. You guys gave the stream 3 likes, you're cool for that. That's more likes than I've ever gotten in my life. No one's ever done that for me. There's barbed wire up there, wait a minute. Maybe I shouldn't go this way. Exactly. The only option left for me is to be found. I think this might be a highway. Maybe I should turn around. I don't like the sound of that. Ah, yes, I have found a road. All right, guys. I think that's a wrap, sheep. I'm lost. All right, I'm gonna come to the end of the street. I want to see what's up here. But then, depending on what I find, I'm gonna end the stream temporarily. Use the taxi cab app and have them take me somewhere else. I was gonna ask you guys, what do you think I should do while I'm in Korea? I've been making a video, but I haven't been using my camera equipment that much. In fact, I've been using my phone a whole lot more, and I don't like that. What's the point in having a GH5 and a Sigma 18-35 lens if you're not going to use it? So I needed an excuse to use it. No, I had an excuse not to use it at my last destination. Now it's for fear of it standing out too much and it getting swiped, even though I personally feel like that fear was unfounded. I don't think anybody really cared. Whoa. Except that guy. That guy cared. All right, I'm gonna do a loop-de-loop, okay? I'm gonna go around, I'm gonna go down, I'm gonna go back, and then we'll see what happens. And then I'll go live again. I don't wanna burn up all 65 gigs of data I have. You know what? Actually, I doubt I could burn through that much in just like one stream. I usually stream for like, what, an hour? An hour? Yeah. So I think we should be good. Y'all let me off the quality dip though. I'm really curious about how well this Wi-Fi signal is for streaming, because it'll always look crystal clear on my end, but then I look back at the replay and it's like really shitty, really bad. There's a holiday going on today. I think the last day of a 5-day holiday. So a lot of businesses were closed yesterday, and I think they're closed today, I was informed. And I did a little more research to find out, like, oh wow, yeah. Okay, look, there's the path. That's where I would have walked. So let's go this way. It's pretty decent. Perfect. And it's like you guys are all coming with me, all right? You're living through me on this journey, okay? And I want to take this time to talk a little bit about, like, where I've been in a mental headspace. What a sentence. Where I've been mentally throughout this trip, because as you know, this is the longest, well, about to be the longest I've ever been away from my room. And it has been a challenge. It has. When you get stuck into a cycle, you know, you get used to it. And for me, I almost like value repetition because I know what I'm doing. I know what to expect a little bit. But I want to take this time to try to step out of my comfort zone and try new things I wouldn't normally do. One of those was when I was in Saigon. I wanted to ride on a scooter through those crazy, crazy streets And that was pretty fun. That was pretty fun. But in terms of like remembering that I also have to work more or less, it's like finding a weird balance, you know? So I really hope that what comes from this is really entertaining for you guys. I have multiple ways I could go about editing it. And I can even edit some of it now because I have a laptop. But I think a lot of it I'll probably do when I get home just because, I don't know, I'm better. I think I can make a better video when I have all of my tools available to me. You know what I mean? So instead, I might just stick to doing streams while I am abroad and editing the more detailed videos. Maybe some shorts. I might make some shorts or something. But I'll edit the more detailed videos when I'm back home. But yeah, Korea's nice. I mean, I was very fortunate to Nexon fly me out here the first time in that scorching heat. And now I feel really fortunate to have more time to actually explore this time, you know? Because while I saw a lot, I don't know how to explain it. I felt like I only saw like the surface, if that makes sense. So I would really like to kind of go off on my own a little bit. And so that's what this trip's going to be all about this time around. There's a lot of mud over here. It's going off on my own and trying some stuff that I might not be too comfortable. Well, I wouldn't have been too comfortable doing otherwise. Like walking into a bar and being like, give me a drink. I don't go to a lot of bars. Not by myself. I'm not really a big party person. I'm not a big drinker, which is probably why I can't handle my alcohol. With that being said, how's everybody else doing? It's probably late, right? Or is it early? I'm gonna continue down this path. It's pretty peaceful over here. So what I'm going to do is make it back to the end of this path where I got dropped off at originally. And then I am going to take a cab because I do see I got a notification, so I have my return address. So we're good. See, we're good. Slowly passing out, but enjoying the scenery. That was me during the whole flight. Listen, we flew here from Vietnam and we flew through Vietjet. And while that was a really cool airline, like everyone's dressed like those old school like military like propaganda posters. But what was not cool was everything else. Imagine flying Spirit Airlines International. I'm talking crappy seats and all. And I'm kind of on the tall side, so it was not fun. I don't think I could sleep if I even tried on that flight. That was an impossibility. Then every time people come down the aisle, they're bumping my arms and stuff. Jumping down here. Also, I fell asleep. I did fall asleep on the flight for a little bit. And when I did fall asleep, the flight attendant punched my arm to wake me up. Because he was trying to sell me food. I'm just like, dang, bro. No, I'm good. Like, I don't think that's normal, right? Like, if someone sleep on an airplane, did you usually skip them, wouldn't you? I mean, it's kind of polite. They want to make sure I ate, so I respect it. But when they woke me up. They're like, hey. Imagine waking up to that. It's like super bizarre. Super, super bizarre, right? Yeah, it's still a scorcher for sure. It's not nearly as bad as earlier this year though. At least I don't think. But there is an excessive heat warning. So maybe the shade is nice. Wearing a white t-shirt, maybe not so nice because you can probably see all the sweat. Might get back and change it. All right, so we have a little bit further to go. We're out. It's barely past quiet hours here, apartment regulations. So yeah, a little late. Playing games throws off my internal clock. I feel that. When you're gaming, I feel like you end up being put on like this reverse nocturnal schedule. Like it just flips it all around, right? Because whenever I'm playing a game, I feel like time goes by 3 times faster than it should. Like at the place I used to stay at, way back when, my bedroom didn't have like windows. It didn't have windows outside. So I had no perception of like how much time it passed. And I'd be up like editing a video or playing something. And you know that whole one more game itis? Like, oh, just one more. Just one more. Right? Well, I would open my door and see sunlight and be like, damn. Bruh. How much today's gonna suck. I know that feeling. I wonder if there's like a scientific explanation for why that happens to us. Also, welcome to the stream. All right, we got a little bit further to go. We're gonna cross this little walkway right here. Now, here's one thing I'll say. Staying in Saigon, Vietnam, has conditioned me to be a lot braver when it comes to crossing the street. Like, I'm not worried at all. As a matter of fact, I have a newfound respect for Vietnamese taxi drivers. I think you're in good hands. I think the movie Baby Driver was not inspired by an American. I think it was inspired by a Vietnamese cab driver. And I'll die on that hill until I go someplace else with even crazier cab drivers who are surprisingly good. But with that being said, I guess I need to like for my free time just find more interesting things to do. And I'm open to recommendations as well. So if there's something that you know that I should try, then I'll make sure to do it. I knocked getting a haircut off my bucket list, and that didn't go as badly as I thought it would. In fact, it was a pretty decent experience overall. And you know, it's actually surprising that a lot of places don't. I know like a lot of barbershops will give you a hot towel for your face, but not a lot will do the cold towel. And here's a little fun fact that I learned. You know how some people will take cold showers, but like in small bursts? Cold water is actually really good for your skin. And something else, I think it's also like really good for your system in general. I forgot why. It like sends a shock to your nervous system or something. So you just do it in like bursts. So a cold towel theoretically would also be just as good. So yeah, that makes sense. The more you know. Almost to the end of this trail here. I have never been an outdoorsy type of person. Like, never. I used to walk around in constant fear that like some random wild animal would just jump out and maul me to death, knowing damn well I live in a city where that's not likely to happen. Not zero though, and that's why it bothered me. Low odds, but never zero. All right, so a little bit further, yeah, and then we'll be back. We'll be back. See, walking around and talking to you guys has got me a little less shy about streaming in public. I don't know how people do this. It's built different to do this because it just looks like you're talking to yourself, right? Like, it has to just look like you're talking to yourself. And I mean, I do talk to myself a lot, so I guess it's not too weird, but it's weirder when there's a phone involved. Look at the stream, guys. That guy had the coolest hat ever, and I'm so sorry I switched cameras for you can see it. I am actually really jealous. Thanks for the welcome. I've been kind of a fan since the crit theory. You listened to the critical hit theory? You've been out of Mobby playing mood. A bit glad playing it. There's a lot of updates coming to Mabinogi in the future that I'm really excited for. But I feel you, as a casual player myself, it's one of those things where you kind of get back into it and then you get back out of it for a little bit, you know? It's this weird relationship where you quit, you come back, you quit, you come back, you get oversaturated, and then you resaturate yourself. But that's crazy. Critical theory. I had a lot of fun with that. That was like a rap that was spawned by an inside joke inside joke. I would say it's an outside joke. People kept making fun of my hotkeys because I didn't care about them. I had so many random things in there. So like, well, I stat critical because it increases your chance of getting a critical hit. Every critical, for every crit key in your hotbar, that's a higher chance and a stronger crit when it finally does hit. And you know what? I'll stand by that. We gotta bring it back. I'm sweating, I'm sorry. All right. So we're close to where I was before when I started streaming. And there's a lot of shops, both to the left and right of me. But I want something cold. Like, I gotta talk about this for a second. I've noticed it more as I've been going to other countries, but it seems like people look at you kind of funny when you, like, as a dude, like parfaits and other various sweet things, which is a huge shame for me because I love that shit. All right, I don't even care. I don't care if it's like the most sissified, girliest looking beverage. If it tastes good, I'm all about that. All right. Like, why not? Why can't I have that triple decker parfait? But I ordered one, and the person's like, "You want this?" Like, yes, I want that. Like, he was confused that I wasn't like buying it for someone else. Like, no, this is for me. This is for me. You know what I mean? Does anyone else feel that? Is it like a thing about? Is it like a masculinity thing? So I don't care. I think it's pretty manly to like eating stacks of French toast with strawberries on it. That'll be my next rap. But yeah, there's like, I don't know. I don't think any of these shops are what I want. There is a vintage store over here. I've been seeing a lot of vintage shops here, and I know it's probably like really overpriced when you see the word vintage. But hold on, we're gonna pass it. This place has the coolest name for their vintage shop, though. You'll see what I mean in just a second. We're gonna come up to it in just a moment. All right, look at this. Look at this. I'm gonna switch the camera over. Once I get close, I don't want to turn it over and just shove a camera in someone's face. That's the other thing I feel weird about. If I want to show you guys something and there's like a crowd of people in front of me, it's like, oh, okay. All right, here we go. All right, here we go. Do not get run over. All right, you guys ready for this? I promise you, what you think the name of this place is gonna be, it's not gonna be that. But you will chuckle, all right? All right, check this out. Back to the vintage. Look at that. There's like an airsoft place. I guess you can shoot guns in here. K-Top gun, excuse me. So what is this? Oh. And you can fire a gun here? I kind of want to do that. Hey, look at this dude. Oh, you can shoot targets. Should I do this? What's the price? I wish I had like a friend to hold the stream for me because I doubt I could fire the guns and hold the stream. What's up, Linux? Oh, that's cool. He's got the helmet. I'm gonna remember that this place is here and I'm gonna come back to it. I wanna remember that that's here. shoot some airsoft. Some food up here. Train up your IRL dual gun skills. Exactly. Hey, look at me, I'm using way of the gun. Look, what's this guy doing? Where was I doing, where I tried doing a mob video? Oh, I haven't released that video yet, but I'm practicing, like, I'm doing martial arts skills in real life. I ate shit, okay? I tried to do that move, the drop kick, and I will say this, when you see the video, which it won't come out until I'm back home, but when you see it, it's gonna look really cool, but also really painful. And I want you to know the pain on my face when I stuck that landing was real. I think I almost broke my tailbone. Bullet storm go burr. Could you imagine using sticky shot? That'd be kind of fun. I feel like Spider-Man. All right, I'm approaching the end of the line here, guys. This is where I started and where I got dropped off at. And to end the story, I'm gonna show you the shop that I got dropped off at while looking for a barber shop. Just so that you know I'm not lying about this. All right, you gotta see where I got dropped off at. And then I might go live again a little later today or earlier today. Oh, Beetlejuice. It's Beetlejuice. All right, so here's the deal. This is what happened, okay? So, I got dropped off at this pet groomer's place, all right? So it was this shop right there. Now the place I was supposed to go is around the corner. Actually, now that I'm looking, it's actually over there and around the corner. It wasn't even right there around the corner. It was around the other way. So it was very, very bizarre. With that being said, you guys, I'm going to wrap this stream up, and then I'll go live again at my next spot if I feel comfortable streaming. I say that, and sometimes I don't, but I might go live again. So watch my channel. Until then, stay safe, stay cool, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye.